Good morning, Evergreen Rotary.
Thank you. Pledge of allegiance.
Okay, how do you make this bigger, Russell?
Oh, I'll make it bigger.
That's big. Okay. All right, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, and of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it go? Relationships will it be beneficial to all concerned? Is this microphone hooked up?
Yeah.
Okay.
But don't use the microphone. Thank God. Don't use that microphone.
Okay, good morning. Welcome to our guests. Adrian, can you come up and introduce our guests, please?
Hey, Scott, you'll still want to use this spinning ring. I want to use this. Yeah, there you go, Adrian. Yeah,
Good morning.
there we go.
Good morning. I guess it does work. Okay, we're so excited to have Maggie Taylor, Bob's daughter. And thank you so much for coming. And Bob gave me Annette was in the Canyon Courier. So that's really awesome. And so since I hope a lot of you are coming to her bench devotion, I'm hoping that you'll put your little name tags away quickly so we can all get it. Thank you. And oh, I got a few more. And we're excited that we have Violet and Amelia who were here from the older Violet team. So welcome. The young Rylas are coming at 7:30. I got it. Welcome. And Megan Beth, who is visiting Rotary. She was president of West Point, Mississippi's Rotary last year, and she's over there. So welcome. Thanks for trying us out. So be on your best behavior. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Adrian. Okay, and then we have our Sergeant at Arms report. Yes.
Thank you very much, Scott. I first want to continue to let you know at 9 o'clock, it's just something that Adrian just talked about, where we will be at Marshall Park at 9 a.m. and the very, very impressive Kimmer Perkins will be officiating the dedication for Annette Bradley. And I just do want to applaud Mindy Hanson for wearing pink today. She was halfway out her door and she realized Annette's color was pink. So thank you very much. And then it made me, oh, and look at Katie with her pink purse. Way to go. So again, 9 o'clock, Marshall Park, be there. Thank you. And this also comes from another inspiring Rotarian. Where is Sandra Kellogg? Oh, okay, there's Sandra. She asked me to tell you about the outdoor lab. You might remember last year we went to the outdoor lab here in Evergreen, which was a fantastic demonstration of what they do for sixth graders. So Sandra asked me to take a hand count today. And I want to make sure that I'm accurate with this. At the request of several Rotarians, last September, Sandra organized a Blue Sky Outdoor Lab School of Evergreen. And Sandra said it was just a huge success. This year, they want to do another one because a Rotarian said, can we take a look at the outdoor lab at Windy Park? So Sandra wanted to take a hand count to see who might be interested. And the dates they're talking about are September 21 and 28, and you guys can figure that out. but Windy Park is located 10 miles east of Bailey, about an hour drive from Evergreen. Now, Sandra has been in contact with Jeremy Brasher, principal at Windy Peak, who would welcome our group on Monday, September 21st or 28th. The event has to be on a Monday because there are no students on site that day. But he has graciously offered to prepare breakfast or lunch and then take us around for a fantastic demonstration of what takes place at Windy Park Outdoor Lab. Outdoor Lab, if you do not know, is a historic week-long residential outdoor education program for sixth grade students operated by Jefferson County Public Schools. They do hikes, archery, ecology studies, astronomy, team building, exercise, and leadership programs. It's really an outstanding program that was put on the National Register for Environmental Education by the Department of Interior in 1972. So Sandra would like me to take a show of hands of people who would be interested. Bitsy, thank you very much. We've got great September 21 or 28.
28.
The 28th. Well, okay, well, those are things. But Sandra, right now, it seems like we've got about 15 people. She says, thank you very much. Now, to keep things moving, we have a Rowdy Rotarians event that is coming up next week. You may have received an email from Rita Carver and also Jen Bolmer. So I'd like these two young ladies to come up so I can interview them about that. This is part of my radio background, and I call this KROT. So this is K-Rot. And I'm the DJ for K-Rot. But Rita, let me ask you a question. What's going on next week?
Wow, next week we're gonna have another Rowdy Rotarians on Wednesday, the 5th at Buchanan Park.
And where is it taking place, Jen?
Buchanan Park in Evergreen. And for those of you who don't know what Rowdy Rotarians is, usually we meet on Friday morning. Next week, we're going to be meeting Wednesday night. So in lieu of our Friday morning, we'll be dark next Friday. Come to Rowdy Rotarians, come hang out with us, and it's a lot of fun.
Rita, who's going to be there?
All of these wonderful people here, plus the ones who are not here, they'll all be there, having a wonderful party.
Jen, why is it cool?
But it's so cool. Let me tell you, there are two bands playing. This Wednesday, they are wonderful, awesome, cool bands. Okay, if you guys have heard of Float Like a Buffalo, they have a 4-piece group called the C Minuses. They are going to be the warm-up act. They are freaking awesome. I love them so much. I've traveled around to watch them play. They're really, really good. High energy, lots of fun. They'll be playing from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. After that, there's a little bit of a band change. And then from 6:30 to 8, the Voodoo Mountain Band is playing. They are a high energy rock and roll band. I've heard them play before as well, and they were amazing. So you guys should come, put your dancing shoes on, and let's have some fun.
And bring a chair
Okay.
or a blanket, and it's not gonna rain.
And how will being part of Rowdy Rotarians impact fellow Rotarians?
It's a great opportunity to get to know your fellow Rotarians, to spend a little social time, just chit, chat, drink, eat, play, fun time, dance.
And finally, Jen, is there a quote that maybe defines Rowdy Rotarians Night?
Well, in the words of Dr. Seuss, fun is good. So come join us.
Be there.
Okay, thanks, Liz. Also, what a great opportunity to show other people what a wonderful group of people we are. Everybody try to bring somebody to the Rowdy Rotarians event. Bring a spouse, bring a grandkid, bring your neighbor, and show them what we're all about. That'll be great. Okay, pause for the cause. Chris.
All right, it's that time again. It's the 17th annual Rotary Recycle event. We are replacing, well, basically extending all the great work that Alan Rubin has done. You know, he left us a good template. 2 of us wasn't enough, so we're bringing in Megan Mitchell. So thank you very much, Megan. So real quick, what's gonna be happening, we're gonna do it like we did last year. We're gonna shorten the event. It's gonna be 9 to 12 on September 19th. Set up 7 to 9 in the morning. We'll be putting out the signs, the week before. We are tweaking the signs a little bit. We're gonna add a QR code to it. Also, a lot of the signs appear to have walked from last year, so we'll be putting in, a request for a few more signs and some of them will be able to be used like other Rotary events. See, the sign up genius will be going live this weekend, maybe even go live tonight. So, please look at that, see what you can, what time you can contribute. That'd be fantastic. We're already got a few pre-populating a few of the things like Biz is gonna be doing the food. I already tasked you with that, but, helping him out and, yeah, that should be going live tonight. Young Rotarians, Michelle, is she here? Yeah, okay. Yes. Like last year, we're gonna be asking you guys to help out a little bit with donations, so that is September 19th. So if you and a few of your other people can come staff that out, that'd be fantastic. We also our PR campaign is going out there. Jeff has been working with him on the Candy Courier. Mindy, you've been working with the social media, thank you. And anybody else that has access to community event calendars, go ahead and put it down for September 19th. And last thing, it's really hard to improve on what Alan's already done, but we're going to be trying to focus a little bit more on a greener event. Last year, there was a lot of recycled materials that went into the dumpster at the end of the project, boxes and plastic water bottles. So we're going to try to figure out ways to, well, that's where Megan's coming in. She's going to help us with the styrofoam. There was a lot of styrofoam. There was a lot of cardboard. She has ideas on how we can minimize how much plastic water bottles. So if you can bring your own bottles, that would be great. But she's gonna be helping us have less recyclables going into dumpsters at the end of our recycling event. Okay, I'm gonna turn it over to Jeff. He has a few words to say.
Yeah, so one thing I'll point out, I mean, you can see this is really a club effort here. How many people are involved in helping us put this on? And I'd like to add one name to the list too. Lori Romberg is helping us with the signs. So thank you, Lori. Yeah, so we got Tim, Megan, Michelle, Mindy, Lori, everybody's kind of involved in this. I want to just take 1 minute and focus on the top line there. 17th annual. So this is something that the community has come to know and expect and put on their calendar and look forward to. And I even remember as a community member in the early years, dropping stuff off at this event and thinking this is way before I even thought about joining Rotary, but just thinking what a wonderful event this is for the community. What a great service that was being provided. That was way back when. After 17 years, we get really caught up in the production of this and signups and thank you for everybody participating. But I think it's worth just really taking a moment to step back and really appreciate what we're providing to the community here. It is one of our best events that we put on each year. So thank you.
I just wanted to recognize the Evergreen Rotary. They actually started to help me start my journey with recycling in 2009. I think it's the same year as it started. Meredith Mead, if those of you that do remember her, gave me an award from the Evergreen Rotary, and it started my journey that now I can do foothills recycling. So it is important.
Okay, thanks, guys. Bob Bradley, would you come up here, please?
Bob's gonna get the U Rock Award this morning for setting up the hike and creating the fellowship that they shared last week. So pick a rock that you want to keep in your pocket and There you go.
We only get 6 people. I'm hoping to have going this time.
All right, thanks, you rock, Bob. Okay, now, what you've all been so excited for months, it's youth at-risk protection training. This is a very important training. I'm going to try and keep it short, but I'm also going to email all of you our district youth protection policy. I urge you to look that over. It's only 12 pages. But I want to tell you, that wasn't a joke. And I'm going to try and keep this to 6 minutes, which is what I was told this presentation is for. But we're going to talk about protected individuals and abuse and cultural differences. And that's who and what we are protecting. So youth and at-risk individuals are those physically, mentally, or developmentally impaired. Did I just change that, or did you? You just moved me on. All right, well, abuse is treatment a reasonable person would consider harmful, verbal, physical, emotional, sexual, or contributing to the delinquency of a minor. And cultural differences, views on normal behavior vary. We encourage common sense and good judgment to bridge these gaps. So you might be surprised to learn that 1 in 4 girls as a child are sexually abused by the time that they are 18 years old. And 1 in 13 boys as a child is sexually abused by the time that they're 18 years old. So that sounds shocking, but when you think about it, everybody is seeing what happened at Boy Scouts and everybody is seeing what happened at the Catholic Church, and it happens, okay? People are out there, and so it would be unreasonable for us to expect that in a group the size of our group, that there wouldn't be some reason why we shouldn't have to have training. That's why we're talking about this today. So basically, District 5450 has 0 tolerance, and also Rotary International has 0 tolerance and against abuse and harassment. And so the mission is that we strive to create and maintain a safe environment for all youth and at-risk individuals to participate in Rotary activities. And our duty as Rotarians, we share a collective responsibility to safeguard children and young people from physical and sexual abuse. So he's not even touching it, but it's rolling on his own. So I got to talk later. Okay. Anybody who is going to be dealing with youth, and you're in the youth committee, and the people that are on the youth committee are going to have to take some special training, and they have to go through and take a quiz and then get a background check. Anybody that's going to be in with a youth. All right. Do you ever accidentally or otherwise work with an at-risk population such as the youth? Okay. So stop here, go to the club compliance form and complete it. You're done. If you do ever work with an at-risk youth or with an at-risk population, it doesn't have to be a youth. It could be somebody that is, handicapped or for whatever reason. But if yes, then you got to continue to the next slide. And so there's 2 tracks. One is if you actually don't deal with youth, and the other one is if you do deal with youth. And there's also the unsure area, and that's kind of a gray area. So track 1, you just need to review the policy. We're doing that today, okay? And then education, I'm going to send you all this policy for you to look over. And then background checks, Rotarians and non-Rotarian volunteers are encouraged to complete the 5-minute online district background check and complete the club compliance and attestation form. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Online by August 20th. Okay, which is why we're doing this on July. So let's close with the no's. No unsupervised one-on-one. All right. So strict Rotary International mandate. No adult should ever be alone with a youth or at-risk child. Okay. And so let's talk about what that means. What if you are with a group of young Rotarians and you're the adult in the room and somebody gets hurt and somebody has to run them to the hospital? What do? It's a difficult situation. So you would want to find somebody that has been through the training and has actually had the background check. Okay, no grooming or favoritism, all right? So nobody, so in other words, you know, that this is seen as a really difficult thing, you know, when people are, you know, stroking, grooming. You don't even want to hug. And I think I heard Bill Manning say this one time. If somebody comes up and grabs you and gives you a hug and they're a young person, there's somebody in the room that could notice that and say, wow, that creepy old man, what's he doing? Yeah. So. Okay, no private overnight stays. Adults may never share a bed or a room with a youth except their own child. No off-book communication, so no private messaging or social media interaction without parent, guardian, or second vetted adult inclusion. And so we basically want to have 2 deep leadership, so 2 vetted adults present. And rule of 3 is suggested best practices, 3 people whenever possible. So at least 3 people. Digital contact for communication includes parent, guardian, and or a second adult, and use official platforms or group chats, not individual chats. Transport, no solo transport, do not drive a youth alone. Central public drop off and pick up be the best practices. Environment and physicality, observable meetings, 0 inappropriate contact, and public spaces, handshakes, high fives only, not squeezes and hugs and the things that everybody would think would probably be okay. Okay, questions or compliance support. So first priority, ensure youth safety. Never ask leading questions, leave the interview to law enforcement. So this is if you notice something or something doesn't look right. Second, in an emergency, call up local law enforcement, okay? Third, call your youth protection officer, YPO, as soon as possible, ASAP, all right? And your youth protection officer is somebody at district, her name is Meredith, and so we have one of those, and she's assigned and she would get involved. Sorry, Jerry, you're not up yet. Then you have the 72-hour rule. So reports must be submitted within 72 hours. So if something happens and you suspect that it's wrong, call me. You know, I mean, I've been through all the training, or call somebody that's on the youth committee. Mindy's been through all the training, and we'll get you hooked up with the right people. So the main thing is don't ignore it. Okay. I think the rule of thumb for me in youth exchange was always, would I put my daughter with this situation? Would I trust that? Would I trust my daughter to live in this home? Would I trust my daughter with this family? And so if you think of it as if it's your daughter or your son, that's a really good way of thinking about it to see if it seems appropriate or not appropriate. Okay. And then there's the youthprotection@rotary.org is who you would report within 72 hours. But at that point, we would have gotten our district youth protection officer involved. All right. And that's Michelle Ray Meredith. And so we've got all of this information. So are there any questions on youth protection training? Yeah. Hold on.
You were first talking about this, I thought, oh, there's kids and they should be hearing this. But we should be hearing this, but do you present this to the kids in our programs to say, this is what the adults are allowed to do and not allowed to do? I mean, are they aware of it so they don't feel bad reporting something? Having been a foster parent for years, I know that kids don't talk, they don't tell anything, you know, so, but I think it'd be good for all the kids to know this, that here's the boundaries of these adults. If they don't cross it, tell somebody.
Okay, thank you for that. That's a good idea for, I'm sure that also there's a lot of programs in school, Safe to Tell, and a lot of other programs, and kids go through an awful lot of training already. And so this training is designed for us as Rotarians, but that's a good idea, and our youth committee should talk about that. Does anyone else? Kids in the room, any kids think it was inappropriate what we just went through? No. All right. What's that? Yeah. Okay, time starts now. Freckle past the hair. All right. Jerry, I'm going to bring you up. and we are gonna have a service activity. So everyone in this room can say that they have done a service activity in this club, okay? And Jerry, you can give the You Rock Award to all of these people.
All right, so do we have a picture of the shipping container? Okay, all right, I thought we were getting that up. Anyway, on the Canyon Courier that's going around, you'll see a picture of the shipping container that we did as a partnership with CAE